can we be honest about something for a second? I don't think most people can actually be friends with their ex. And I know that's probably going to annoy some people because someone's going to be like, well, actually, Jack, that just means you're not emotionally mature enough. And maybe I am the problem. But for context, I'm a therapist, right? So I am speaking to hundreds of people about relationships, breakups, infidelity, cheating, emotional affairs, all of that stuff. And do you know how often we're just friends with the ex works out completely fine? Almost never. And the problem is this: once you've broken that barrier of vulnerability, emotional closeness, history, and let's be honest, sex, it's very, very hard to return to a completely innocent previous state. I mean, you can say, oh, we're just friends now, but you're not just friends in the same way that you're friends with Dave from work. There's a history there. There's a version of you they know. There are memories, there are moments, there's a door that has already been opened. And even if you close it, I think in most cases, it still stays ajar just slightly. And that's where the problems start. Because maybe nothing happens when everything is going well. Maybe you genuinely are both being very respectful. Lovely. Congratulations to everyone involved. But what happens when your relationship hits a rough patch? What happens when you feel lonely? What happens after an argument? And what happens when you're drunk? What happens when your current partner isn't giving you the validation you want? Who becomes the easiest person to go back to for a little pocket of comfort? Guess what? Often it's the ex, because they already know you. They already have access. They already know which emotional buttons to press. And the scary thing is most people don't necessarily cheat because they wake up one day and they want to be the villain of their relationship. No. A lot of the time, boundaries erode slowly. There's a message here, a check-in there, a little, oh, I hope you're okay, maybe a slightly too emotional conversation, maybe a comparison to your current partner, and guess what? Before you know it, something that was supposedly harmless has become a real problem. Now, of course, there are exceptions. Some people legitimately have reasons to be around their ex. You know, maybe you work together, maybe you share mutual friends, maybe you have children, maybe there are practical reasons why you can't fully remove that person from your life. So I'm not saying everyone needs to move country and fake their own death to escape their partner, no. But what I am saying is don't pretend it's neutral if it isn't neutral, because the door is not the same once it's been opened. And I think people use the word friendship when what they sometimes mean is I like knowing they're still there. And that is where it becomes unfair. It becomes unfair to you, it's unfair to them, and definitely unfair to whoever you date next. Because your future relationship, it deserves emotional space. It deserves boundaries. It deserves not having to compete with a person who already knows your history, your body, your insecurities, and your old version of love. But anyway, that's my thought of the day. Take it or leave it. Hope it was useful. See you at the next one.